Michael Morales Torres para Lucha Libre Online y tenemos el enorme privilegio de presentarles a nuestro invitado especial en la noche de hoy. 7 pies de estatura, demasiado grande, directamente desde Queens, New York, para el mundo, representando a Impact Wrestling. Anteriormente, Big Cass, ahora Morrissey llega por primera vez a Lucha Libre Online. Mr. Morrissey, it is a total honor for us to have you as our guest. How are things going on your end?
Things are very good. The holidays were very good. Very excited to get back on the road and get back to working at Impact Wrestling this weekend.
Man, your career has been a roller coaster ride. And at this moment, everything is going up, 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 up. And I'm talking about this Saturday, Hard to Kill. You have probably the most important match of your whole career. The most important match of your whole career will be this Saturday, Hard to Kill. You're in a triple threat match for the Impact World Championship. First of all, how do you feel? I'm not talking to the wrestler. I'm talking to the human, to the person that grew up watching this. How do you feel being in that incredible match this Saturday?
You know, I feel it's very validating to be in that match. I came back to wrestling with a vision for myself and a belief within myself that I could, you know, main event pay-per-views and be the guy in a company. And I believed in myself when a lot of people didn't. So yeah, as a human being, it's very, very validating to be in that match, to be able to win the Impact World Championship if Destiny sees fit. Yeah, and all within the first year, less than a year of being in Impact Wrestling. So it'll be very validating for me to win that championship. But it's already, you know, it's been, like you said, it's been on the way up since I got there. And yeah, man, my confidence just keeps growing, and I just keep getting happier and happier, man. It's I'm at a very good place in my life right now.
And that's something really important because you feel happy and you love what you're doing at this moment. But why did Morrissey selected Impact Wrestling as his home? Like, you could have been anywhere. You could have gone to New Japan Pro Wrestling. You could have gone to AAA in Mexico. However, you choose Impact Wrestling to be your home. Why was that? What's the principal reason?
They offered me a really great opportunity. You know, I got in touch with Scott D'Amore through Gallows, and you know, we got to talking, and something opened up there, and I had the opportunity to go there and kind of on a trial basis. And I went in there not knowing what I was going to be a part of. They brought me in kind of not knowing exactly what they were getting, and it worked out really well for both sides. And we said, well, let's just continue this. So it kind of just started out on a trial, you know, month by month basis, and then kind of turned into something that was, you know, good for both sides.
Man, this is really incredible at this moment because what you're accomplishing in your career, like, you weren't supposed to be at this place at this moment. You're accomplishing so many things in your life. And I want to talk briefly about your past. What does the situations you live in your life and the challenges you face in your personal life, how does that help you become the human you are today and the wrestler you are today as well?
And it just helps you appreciate life a whole lot more. It helps you it helps me to not take things for granted and to really be grateful for the opportunities I'm given, for the things that I've already been given, for the things that I have. It really just made me a lot more grateful. And yeah, it just helped me cherish life a lot more and just be a happier person, and just inspired me to kind of just help other people, make other people happy. That's kind of what makes me happy, man. So, yeah, it's just everything, you know, that's happened in my past, I believe happened for a reason. I believe that it truly brought me to the position I'm at now. And I believe that when you're a good human being, man, God does reward those that are good. I really do believe that. So I feel like that's where I'm at right now. And I got to continue doing what I've been doing every day, and just keep doing that. And you know, the good times will keep on rolling, I think.
Most of your career, you spent it as a tag team wrestler. Obviously, you had a single run in WWE, but at this moment, the spotlight is completely focused on Morrissey. How do you work a transition from being a tag team wrestler to being the single wrestlers you are today?
It's a tough transition, yeah, because especially being in a tag team with, you know, Enzo, who's extremely dynamic and he a lot of energy and a lot of attention. It definitely isn't the easiest transition, especially when your tag team partner is him, because he's very, very unique, and he's very gifted, and he's very talented. So yeah, it's a tough transition for sure, but I think I was waiting for that opportunity to be my own man for a very long time, and I think I'm getting that opportunity now. And like you said, the light is shining on me, and I've kind of been waiting for this for a long time. And I feel like now that I'm sober and I'm healthy and I'm happy, I'm kind of knocking it out of the park. So I think I really just needed to work on myself, get myself to a better place, and all the things that I believe that I could achieve, I'm going to achieve. And I just have to keep doing what I'm doing.
Perfect, man. There's something really important. Highly probable this is the biggest opportunity you've had in your career. You're going after a world championship, and on the other side, there are two incredible competitors in Matt Cardona, who's been recently married. Everything, he's been everywhere. And you have Moose, former NFL player, and at this moment, the franchise player for Impact Wrestling. Why does W. Morrissey is a better man, a better performer to be that face of Impact Wrestling?
Well, I think everyone says, who is that guy? Or they say that guy's somebody. I feel like that's not something you could say about a lot of people in Impact, a lot of people in wrestling now. And whether people want to hear it or not, or whether they believe it or not, that's a really big thing, to kind of walk into a room and immediately have attention on you for whatever reason, for your personality, for your look, for the presence you bring. I think that's something that's extremely important. And I think that I have that. I think that Moose and Cardona also have that, but I don't think they have it as much as I do. And I think that, man, I've worked so damn hard and I've gone through so much. I feel like I just have that perseverance that maybe they don't have. And that's not a knock against them. I'm actually a little jealous of them that they didn't have to go through some of the things I went through, but I don't think they've been knocked down as hard as I've been knocked down. So I don't think that they know how deep they can dig to persevere. And I think that I have that advantage over them.
I see you in this chapter of your career, and I see the fire, I see the passion, I see the eyes wanting it more than ever in your life. What changed? Why you are so passionate at this moment compared to maybe 5 years ago? Why, and what, fuels your fire inside at this moment?
I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with me improving myself. I got a lot better. I'm happier. I'm way more at peace. But I think, something that really motivates me is, probably the worst feeling anybody could have is to know that they wasted their potential. And, I had a lot of potential, and there were a lot of things I could have achieved. And to say that I wasted it might be an overstatement, but I look yourself in the mirror and know that you had the potential and you could have done a lot of great things, and you didn't because of your own behavior and whatever, life getting in the way. That's a tough pill to swallow, man. So I think what motivates me now is to not let that potential go to waste, to do everything that I was meant to do, and to become everything I was meant to be. Because when I lay down my head to rest at night, I want to be happy with the person I am. And I really do want to be happy with the performer I am. So, reaching that potential is extremely, extremely motivating for me, especially knowing that I haven't really reached it in the past. That's my own opinion.
Man, I see the Impact Wrestling roster at this point, and it reminds me of AJ Styles, or Bobby Roode, and James Storm, and Sting, and the original guys that were there. The core group that's on Impact Wrestling at this moment, it's that good. How does it make you feel to be in a roster so competitive where you can have so many dream matches in a year? Like, you have guys like Eddie Edwards that's been there forever, and you have guys that are constantly arriving from different places. You have people coming from AEW, you have people coming from New Japan Pro Wrestling, you have people coming from the independent circuit looking for an opportunity on Impact. How does this make you feel, being a part of a roster that's so competitive?
It's awesome because everybody's pushing each other. It's extremely competitive. Everybody wants to be the best, which is always good for business. Everybody's extremely, extremely passionate. And, selfishly for me, yeah, I've gotten to get better over the past years because I've had the past year because had the opportunity to work with some of those guys you mentioned. And that's definitely kind of expedited the process of me reaching my potential, like I said, because I've been in there with some guys that are extremely good, some of the best wrestlers on planet Earth. So selfishly, yeah, it's been great to be able to be in a place like that where I had those opportunities. But yeah, that competition you talked about is key, because everybody, wants Impact as a whole to do well, but everybody wants to be the best. And that's something that definitely resonates in that locker room for sure.
Impact has a lot of partnerships with multiple companies all around the world, as mentioned, New Japan Pro Wrestling and AAA, for example. If you had the opportunity, will you be able and willing to perform in any other company that's partnered with Impact, waving that Impact flag, for example, AAA in Mexico?
100%. Reach out. I'm down to do whatever, man. I would love to, get an opportunity to go to AAA, to go to Mexico, or to go to Japan, or wrestle with New Japan, and maybe get the chance to wrestle with Will Ospreay. Like, yeah, man, just those are things that I'd really, really like to do. That open door, or forbidden door that they call it in wrestling. Keep that bitch open, because I want to be walking through it left and right, man.
Man, you mentioned about the forbidden door. Impact is doing a fantastic job. People from all around the world are currently, putting their eyes on their product and everything. How important is, not for only for you as a wrestler, but to the whole brand, how important is Hard to Kill this Saturday? How important for you guys as a brand is this pay-per-view?
It's a very, very big moment for Impact Wrestling. It's a bit nerve-wracking, of course, because everybody wants to perform. We know how big of a moment it is for us this Saturday. If I was a betting man, I'd say everybody knocks it out of the park and we do well. But yeah, there's definitely nerves involved, because we know how important it is, and we have, like you said, there's that forbidden door. We have a Ring of Honor World Title match this Saturday. It's, and people from all walks of wrestling are coming in the door at Impact Wrestling, getting opportunities. And yeah, I think this Saturday is another opportunity for Impact to show the world that they're the best wrestling company in the world. And that's just my opinion. I think Saturday we will show that again. So yeah, everybody's going into it probably a little bit nervous, knowing that we have to deliver. But if I could see the future, I'd say Saturday night, everyone, shakes each other's hand and says, yeah, we knocked that out of the park. We delivered. So I know it's going to happen, but there's still some doubts going in.
Following on that, why do you think Impact is the #1 company in the world? What do you think is the key behind Impact's success in this new chapter of their company?
Well, a lot of it is bias, because I'm there. I do think that the locker room is extremely passionate. It's going to work fun. I think everybody there is motivated to put Impact on the map. And I think whether people want to talk about it or not, there's a little bit of a chip on people's shoulder in Impact, because I feel like people feel like Impact's been forgotten about a little bit. And that pisses some people off, and in a good way. So, everybody talks about the other wrestling promotions out there, and everybody's watching those and talking about them on social media, and they're being talked about on YouTube and whatnot. And I think Impact, especially, the entire roster at Impact, probably feels, what about us, man? We've been a bit forgotten about, and here's what's going to happen. We're going to show you why you shouldn't have fucking forgot about us. I think that's definitely part of it.
Man, before we go to our last question, I want to say something in Spanish. Hard to Kill, gente, este sábado. Hard to Kill, 8 de la noche, hora del este, disponible en Fight TV. No se lo pueden perder por nada del mundo. Morrissey, Matt Cardona, Moose, campeonato mundial, peso completo, peso pesado de Impact Wrestling. Esta es la lucha que ustedes tienen que ponerle atención. Tienen también una lucha por primera vez en la historia, el Ultimate X Match, que va a ser con las chicas que van a estar compitiendo. Tienes a Mickie James, tienes a Diona Purazzo, entre muchísimas otras superestrellas. Simplemente vayan ahora mismo a Fight TV y adquieran el pay-per-view Fight TV, lo busquen así mismo, Hard to Kill, y este sábado ellos la van a sacar del parque completamente, y eso está más que garantizado. También todos los jueves por la noche, jueves 8 de la noche hora del este, Access TV, y también a través de las membresías de YouTube de Impact Wrestling pueden ir al canal de Impact, suscribirse de tan solo $1 hasta $5. Tienen interacción diaria con las superestrellas, así que esto es un must. Impact todos los jueves a las 8 de la noche por Access TV. También toda la mercancía en shopimpact.com para las t-shirts y para todo, y la memorabilia disponible en ebay.com/Impact Wrestling. Ahí lo pueden buscar, fotos firmadas en Impact Wrestling, en eBay, entre muchísimas otras cosas que están disponibles para ustedes. Pero lo más importante es este sábado, Hard to Kill a las 8 de la noche por Fight TV. Morrissey, before we go to the last question, I wanted to thank you, Ross, and the Impact Wrestling team for the opportunity. It's been tremendous having the opportunity to speak with you. Last but not least, what can the fans expect from you in this 2022? It is a new year. It is a new chapter in your career, and you are with the eyes on the prize. What can people expect from you in 2022?
Expect me to double down on everything I did in 2021. Came to Impact Wrestling in 8 months. I'm already in a world title match. There's no ceiling for W. Morrissey. I don't think there's truly a ceiling for me. I don't know what to expect myself. So the fans should just be along for the ride, because nothing but good things going to happen. Things are only going to get better and better and bigger, man. So if you saw what I did in the year 2021, double down on that, because that's going to happen to an even bigger degree in 2022. Last year was my year, but this year is even more my year. So just stay tuned.
Perfect. And let's wrap this up in Spanish, en español. Este fue W. Morrissey y Michael Morales Torres para Lucha Libre Online, la marca número 1 de Pro Wrestling y Combat Sports en español.